Welcome to Dr. Ask 24 News YouTube channel.
Characteristics of business, that is very important again. You need to understand, okay, business involves the purchase of production or goods services with the motive of earning profit, satisfying human needs. See, this is what we need to understand. Once we get into the business, you need to understand what is a need, what is a want. See, need is something which is very necessary. We call it as basic needs. We never call it basic wants. Basic needs means what? Basic needs is something which we cannot, it is inevitable, which cannot be ignored at all. Food, shelter, clothing, water, sort of things which you come across. UNESCO has announced education as a need. So now this becomes very essential, where you cannot ignore it. Next one is want. Want is something, see, for example, I want to travel to a place from one place to another. I need a cycle, that may be a need, or any vehicle, that is a need. But instead of going with a small car, I am going with a luxurious car. That is called want. That is the difference between need and want. Whereas you have an extra luxury or extra comfort to use in using of a particular product or a thing, that is called want. Whereas basic thing to fulfill, we call it as needs. And characteristics, it is an economic activity, of course, so there will be involvement of money. Next one, production or procurement of goods and services. So maybe they will be doing it by their own, that is production. Procurement, they will be getting from some other place and they will be doing the sales or exchange of goods and services. So there will be exchange of goods or services, okay, and dealing in goods and services at regular basis. This is very important, you can mark it. See, regular basis, you cannot talk like this is not regular basis is very important area, where you cannot tell that I am doing it for first time, and it cannot be said like I am a businessman. For example, you have your own laptop and you are selling this laptop in OLX, and now when you bought that laptop, it was a cheaper rate, and now you could sell little higher. Maybe it does not happen because technology is obsolescence. Now this you cannot call it as business. Next one is profit earning. That is the most important part. Of course, there will be an involvement of profit. Depends upon the business nature of the business, the profit earning may differ. Okay. Next one is uncertainty of return. See, that is very important. Uncertainty of return. You cannot expect every time you will get profit. You cannot expect every time you are going to get a loss. Or sometimes that is like there will be a balance of things. So there is no assurance or guarantee warranty which deals with the returns. Next one is elements of risk. Is missed here. Okay, elements of risk. Elements of risk involves like this. See, any sort of risk can be involved. There will be a natural in upcoming classes we will be discussing on that. Anyhow, see, elements of risk, a business may get affected due to several environmental factors, like maybe an external environment or internal environment. When you talk about the internal environment, it is about inside the business. For example, your employee, your management, all those involves inside the business, right from the raw material to the finished goods or the again promotional activities and all. Whereas external influences like political, economical, now we are facing and there is a sudden fluctuation in our own businesses due to the diseases across or due to any natural calamities. This all comes under the external. Next one is concept and characteristics, that is what over. Next one is comparison. Yes, when you talk about the business, there is a little confusion about this one. So how do you differentiate between a business, profession and employment? So this will help you to understand. Business will be involving these areas like fishing. So there is already a natural resource which is available and you are going to procure it or you are going to take it from that. And manufacturing, there is some value addition, or right from the raw material they are going to make it as semi-finished goods, and semi-finished goods is turned into manufacturing. You take an automobile industry. So tire, there will be a tire company which is manufacturing a tire, and there will be some other company which will be talking about their other glass material sort of things. But in automobile sector, which will be compilation of all together. So that is how the manufacturing sector comes. Mining lignite, coal, or in a place called Jharkhand you have uranium mines and all. And producing or selling of electronic goods. So this is how it depends upon the skill and knowledge. People manufacture their own products and their. See, next one is banking. Banking comes as a service, but even though it is inevitable, you have several banks which is working on. Currently, we have around 21 public sectors which is working on this business areas. Next one is profession. Why do we call it as profession? That we will see. But profession is something which has a code of conduct and which should be adhered. They will be having their own principles and guidelines to be followed. So first one is a medical obviously doctor who is practicing, and next one is legal lawyer, one who is practicing, and accountancy, one who is practicing. See, all this you need to understand is professional is not like one who once he has completed his education it is called he is well versed in that, not like that. It is always called as practicing. So it does not end, still it is called as practicing. And next one is employment. This is most of the cadre of the people are living in this area, whereas employment, worker, employee, salesman. Worker usually otherwise we call it as labor, but see these terms are being used based on their income which is been which gets like wages sort of things, whereas it may be based on the timing, it is based on the particular project, or it may be based on their very temporary time of period. But employee is someone who is fixed in organization, he works for 8 hours to 10 hours, or he will be paid by salary. So there you have to understand, worker comes across with the wages and employee comes across with the salary. Next one is salesman. One who works for the any company in order to promote his product. That is an important part of your this particular unit, business, profession, employment. See, this is our the basis which when you compare with this one, you will have a better understanding about the business, profession and employment. Let me see, mode of established, how this business is, forget about this area, you have your own thinking and just think over, like mode of established, how does a businessman starts his business? So he will be having an interest, he may find some demand, he may find some area of interest towards a particular product which he has a greater knowledge about it, and he wants to make it as an economic activity. So that is how it comes. So whether it needs any education qualification, obviously there is no such thing like only a educated person can go for a very good business and all. Okay, starts and completing some legal formalities if needed. See, when you start up a company, you have to register your company. Your own districts will have something called DIC, and in that you have to register the name and logo, tagline sort of things, all should be registered. And whether it is a partnership concern or it is a single owner concern, or you are going to establish in a different way, this all will be having their own documentation, and you have to enroll yourself, and then you have to start your business. Next one is profession, membership of a professional body and certificate of practices. For example, a doctor who is been registered himself as a in AMA, like All India All India Medical Association sort of things, and then he will be doing it. Okay. Similarly, employment starting after getting an appointment order. So you go for an interview. People go for normally they go for an interview, and then they come across, clear the interview, and they get into job. Nature of work, how the nature of the work of a businessman, provision of goods and services to the public. So obviously he will be sending, or he will be delivering the goods and services. Here, personalized services of expert nature. See, you can see there will be a doctor who will be practicing in the government hospital, and still he will be having his own clinic at the evening time. He will be taking care of it. A chartered accountant or a lawyer, similarly he will be doing the same sort of things. He will have his own office setup, and he will be asking to he will be having his own clients to do his job. Next one is work allotted by the employer according to the contract. So that is very simple. Like employment, when you get into the employee itself, the nature of job will be given, job description will be given, and you have to follow the job description according to the time, what are the disciplinary areas you have to take care, what is the level of productivity they expect from the management side. These all will be given, and you have to follow that. Next one is qualification. That's what I was talking about. The businessman doesn't need any proper education qualification, even from illiterate to still the people who have done their MBAs in a very reputed institution, they have started the business. And the fantastic sarcasm part of this one is only 4% of the MBAs they go for an entrepreneurship. Remaining 96% of the people they work as an employee. Next one is professional qualification and training required here. So profession, you have to practice as an advocate for 7 years or 8 years. They will be practicing as a some other under a senior lawyer or a senior practitioner, and they will be getting their ideas, okay, experience out of it. And next one is qualification and training as prescribed by the employee. A normal diplomat or ITI guy will be doing a similar small job, and whereas an engineer will be heading out the project sort of things. So this will have the difference according to their education qualification. That's how the employment talks about. Next one is capital investment. Obviously, depending upon the size of the company, what sort of business you are going to do, this is how the capital investment comes into the picture. Limited capital investment for establishment, so you need to have your own office or clinic, whatever it is. Next one is no capital required. This is how the people feel very safe. I want to work in a job, and people go for they are very fond of government jobs. Why do they go very fond of government job? There are a lot of securities which is available rather than when you have compared to a private job. So right from job security to a number of things, and they facilitate also rewards, returns. What rewards in return of doing these things, what he or she is going to get? First one, a businessman, he will get his profit, and according to their, I mean, after giving their shareholders all other income areas, and he will be earning his own profit. Obviously loss also should be adhered by him, that's different. Next one, professional fee will be paid, and salary or wages, worker employee sort of things. Next one is risk. Here the most highest risk is been earned by the business person, that is why people fear about taking up a business. Next one is low risk, whereas profession, they will be giving guidelines, or they will be giving their expertise knowledge to the client, but here they are not involving anything physically, but here he will be involving physically. If there is any product damage, what will happen? He is going to answer, he is the answerable person to the things. And here employee does not have much risk, loss or gain, he will be getting his salary, but there are chances of getting loss, but he will not have his own investment, so there is no risk at all. Code of conduct, this is a very important area. See here, the businessman has his own idea. For example, if you take Steve Jobs, Steve Jobs never comes in a professional dressing way. You cannot see Steve Jobs, he is no more, that's different. But you take Mark like Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. So he comes in a normal t-shirt, he never follows, like he comes in blazers or ties sort of things. Maybe the professionals who is working under him, he or she may follow, but he is not following. That is how the capacity of a businessman. Next one is professional code of conduct. So this is how a lawyer, he has to wear a uniform, and you know doctors, how do they behave inside a hospital. And next one, last one is the terms and conditions of the services contract to be allowed. Employee who, if the organization prohibits something, he has to adhere. Otherwise, if he is not adhering, he will be under problem. This is what we have been talking about. Today's chapter, we have discussed about the nature of business. We have been talking about the comparison of business, profession and employment. Previously, we have been talking about the historical or archaeological environment of businesses of India, and after that we have been talking about the other characteristics of business. So we will end up there. Thank you.
If you like my videos, subscribe my channel and share with your friends, and also getting more videos from my channel, to press bell button.